lot of different things amongst the different tournaments going on today, but I think the highlight of my day is back in the EU third place match where we had a 4-man push mid, got all the way down to the inhibitor, like 60 health on the inhibitor, and they just couldn't grab it. They just got rebuffed, and then it was kind of GG right there. But it was an interesting strat. Don't really see too many North American teams try to go for that, and definitely the highlight of the Alienware Arena. But yeah, we're into the third place match here, guys. Team Blue going to be Serenus Gaming. We've covered them before here in the series on the FourCourtJester channel. You've seen what they can do. Unfortunately, I don't really remember too much about what they can do, but I'm hoping it was good because they got here into the third place match. Their opponents here on the right-hand side, University of Arizona. So that's a nice little clique group they got there right there.
I mean, all the collegiate teams coming up now in League of Legends. I mean, I think even the Portal has announced like some stuff to actually get back to collegiate leagues. So I'm liking the approach League of Legends is taking, or Riot's taking, to all the collegiate teams. University of Arizona is just going to be one of those benefiting from that, and I don't think I see bans on the blue side.
I see 4 bans on the purple side,
right.
Huh. Well, that was interesting.
So I'm guessing that all the bans are on the purple side, but it's being split up blue and purple. So we're going to miss the last 2 bans probably.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I haven't seen that before. No bans for you. No, don't be a ban Nazi. Give me my bans. Wow, yeah, they're all literally going down there. Alright, so, I don't know what the last bans are going to be, but, you know, with the new patch, it is currently live patch. We were doing the EU stuff on the EU tournament realm reviews a few patches ago, but overall the bans don't actually seem that different. We got the Olaf, the Kale, the Shen, very big repeat bans, but Jarvan and Vi, I mean, they both have the words V and I in them, but I don't know. I don't recall them actually getting hit that hard in this new patch.
Yeah, and you know, Vi with just the Vault Breaker / Assault Battery, it's just a great combo. On top of, well, getting all the damage output, Vi is really strong in that. That's why they're going to break that off. Jarvan the Fourth, another one of those, I'll just go in, Cataclysm everybody to be locked into a certain ult, maybe Misfortune, maybe some other things, but overall just damage output is just galoring from that Jarvan the Fourth. So I'm not surprised on those bans. Kill Olaf Shen, not surprised as well. Although Olaf is in kind of a nerf state right now.
Yeah, he did get hit with that undertow. He got his armor penetration removed out as well from his ultimate, unless it is turned on. But hey, for every team fight, it's going to be turned on anyways. It's just a little bit more of a nerf to his farming aspect. But alright, not entirely too sure what that last pick ban is going to be because I don't think I have any of them on my friends list. Nope, I don't.
Nope.
Alright, can't even ask. Wow. Maybe they'll hear it on stream and they'll actually tell us what the last ban is as we load into the game. But I see an Amumu. Oh wait, I can just look through the bans here. Zin. Who's Zinja?
Zin?
Yep.
I got it.
Because he's not on the list, but I have the champion pool in front of me. Duh. Alright, so no Zin. That's 3 junglers, 4 if you count Shen, 5 maybe even with Olaf, although he does seem like to be in that top lane these days. But we do have an Amumu, and a Misfortune has now slipped through the cracks. Are we going to see that Wombo combo come out?
The Curse of the Sad Bullet Time, coined by Monte Cristo. I'm liking it, though I don't think that should be the pick. I mean, if it is, that is, but don't really need to pick up that ADC just yet, I feel. They did pick up that Lulu, they picked up the Maokai. One thing you have to notice, especially what Maokai is, he's a really dependent blue jungler as well as a Mumu. You have to have some pressure in that early game. So we're gonna see maybe Serenus Gaming pick up a really strong AP mid that is gonna be powerful in that early game news. We do see the Misfortune gonna be locked in, possibly. Ooh, that would be really interesting to see if they do pick up that Zyra.
Oh, that's Sona's new art.
Yeah.
It's like, who the hell is that?
They just want to show it off.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, now it is going to be... Yeah. Man, that was a hot Sona. So yeah, Zyra and we got ourselves a misfortune. Zyra, I don't know, we've been seeing a lot of pokey supports in and amongst everything, you know, Lulu, Zyra, Sonas, but in terms of those three that I just listed out, Zyra is actually the one I've seen the least. So I'm very interested to see that. And it's also, at the same time, I also see big combinations right here. A Mumu ult, the bullet time, as well as Zyra's Stranglethorn, and look at that, a Hemoplage on top of things.
That is just total AoE comp that is screaming galore, catch me, and if you catch me, they're gonna die pretty easily. I think it should be a Zyra mid more often, moreover than actually support, but with a Vladimir on top or at mid, it's probably going to be a Zyra support because unfortunately that's a little bit too much AP, especially adding on with that Mumu, and we're going to see the Kazakhs pick up, so yeah, it is probably going to be a Zyra support, although not locked in. I was going to say on the flip side though, we do have that Vayne lock in, and also Elise another start off after pick, even though it's a little bit nerfed right now, still a really good champion.
Now Kazakhs was a common ban that we had on the EU side, not this morning, but this afternoon, you know, a few hours ago, and Kazakhs actually slipping through here does actually get picked up, so very likely him to the mid. That would put us with a Rumble top, and yeah, that supports Zyra. The poke has to counter the poke. Flip side though, Arizona, they're going to be rocking themselves a Vayne Lulu bottom lane combination, and Elise still a big pickup here, even after all that's been said and done to a lot of her combos.
Yeah, I mean, even though, like you said, all the damage, the output is not there as much anymore, still a really great champion, and tearing that up with a Twisted Fate, gold card and all, is going to be really strong coming up from University of Arizona. There's so much pick-off that they have for University of Arizona, just with the globalness of that TF that's going to be happening. So that's going to be really strong, as well as, well, you have a Lulu, you have a Maokai, you can wild growth that and make it happen when you hit that twist event. And overall though, for Serenus Gaming, I like the Rumble pick. Rumble's going to provide a lot of damage output within about level 5 to level 9. A lot of strong damage against Elise, and overall can shield out some of the damage that's coming out from the neurotoxin that Elise has with that scrap shield, so that'll be fine. But overall, I feel like University of Arizona is going to have a really good start off into that mid game to late game, and just the early game that really worries me. And with Serenus Gaming picking up the MF, with Serenus Gaming picking up the Kazakhs as well, if they can get a few takes into maybe a Maokai invade in the jungle, it'll be a really good start off for Serenus Gaming. And overall, we're going to hit the delay again. This is the Alienware third place matchup between Serenus Gaming and University of Arizona. Going over the lineup real quick, we have Glorified on that Mumu, Abstract Cool on the Kazakhs, RG Multi-Scuff can be on that Misfortune, Strategic Plan on the Rumble, and El Shu 55 on that Zyra. On the other hand, for the University of Arizona, we got Zangetsu on the Lulu, Nuk BYM on the Vayne. It's Beastin going to be on that Maokai, KSLVR, Careless Lover, I guess, going to be playing for the Elise, and lastly but not leastly, Trenin going to be playing that Twisted Fate. And overall, I feel like both comps are going to be pretty AoE based, but I feel like University of Arizona could outplay it.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see. Just taking a quick look at some of the runes and masteries amongst the different players, but as you did see, you know, everything is now locked in and ready to go. Spectator delay, our dear old friend. How we missed you from the EU side, but yeah, Serenus, you know, if they can make this work, you know, we don't have a Vlad on top of that, but the Stranglethorn for the counter initiation, a Mumu for the initiation, and then pile on the pain from there. Abstract Cool, I don't know, is he going to be able to win out this mid, start roaming, and get those kills to snowball?
I feel like Twisted Fate's going to have a pretty good advantage. The only thing is, if Glorified can actually get a decent gank within level, well, it has to be level 4 usually for Mumu, it can work out. I feel like the play that Serenus Gaming should be doing though is actually trying to get to Beast in level 2 or 3 in that red buff situation, which we saw in the EU West final matchup, I think. Moreover, just try to delay the Maokai. If they can delay the Maokai, it's going to put pressure on the mid lane and especially on the bot lane to play a little bit more passive. And if you get a Twisted Fate playing a little bit of passiveness, it's going to work out really well for Serenus Gaming. Overall, though, I feel like Twisted Fate should still win out against that Kha'Zix mid. If he mispositions himself, unfortunately, and it would be Kha'Zix just picking up the pieces. But 9 times out of 10, Twisted Fate should be able to win out.
Both of our supports are actually going to be rocking the utility spec. Both of them also rocking a little bit of gold per 10 in their runes and masteries. And believe it or not, both of them actually in the top 3 champions was both Zyra and Lulu. So, yeah, it does look like the supports are going to be very happy with all that. Taking a quick look at everything else. I haven't really seen anything really too out of the ordinary. Let's take a quick look at Maokai. Not going to get to the last ones, but, you know, very defensive. That's the spells tab for whatever reason. Lots of armor, so a little bit of magic penetration. I noticed the same on Amumu as well. So, you know, everyone is getting ready because we're into the first game now of the Alienware Arena Winter Season 2012 third place matchup. FourCourtJester with the L3 IRD. Mr. Bird. And what do you think for level 1?
I'm thinking everyone's going to play safe because both jungler is going to be blue dependent. I would like to see Amumu's team / Serenus Gaming actually try to rush into something because you do have the Zyra. There's no Thorns. But overall, I feel like, Arizona and Serenus Gaming, first game of best of 3, want to play it a little bit passive. So we'll see what'll happen. Although I would say aggression would be the better of the two if one of the teams want to get into it. I was going to say also Amumu. I forgot in the patch notes did get nerfed down a little bit as well. The tantrums on a higher cooldown or higher mana, one of the two. But the ultimate, the AP, the damage ratios on the base damage is down a little bit. So that might change a little bit of aggressiveness that usually Amumu players work around with.
Do people actually take Amumu for his damage? It always felt more like a tank to me, and his ultimate just for kind of like setting up the positioning. You know, Misfortune in the back, bullet time, throws down Curse of the Sad Mummy, just sets up everything. Equalizer to Rumble, the leaps and void spam from Kha'Zix, Stranglethorn. So, you know, it might be a difference to some, but I don't think I've ever really seen like a huge DPS Amumu outside of an ARAM actually being picked for his DPS.
It's more over like right when you hit the level 6. Some Amumus like to be super aggressive and use the cry plus on top of the tantrum and use that like Curse of Sad Mummy just to set that all up. Sometimes as you're chasing as a Mumu and you know you have the position, you're gonna have the tankiness, but you're gonna take a lot of shots from turrets or stuff. And usualness, I think the damage output was like 150 at the start for base 1 damage of a Mumu ult. So tuning that down to like 110, it does change up a little bit. It's not going to change too much, obviously, but it still changes it up a little bit that you might have that sliver of health that might bait yourself out, unfortunately, as a Mumu player. So it's just a little difference, but overall it could be a big difference, especially since this patch is only a day old.
I have camera bug again. And my phone will not stop ringing, so I do apologize for the background spam, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so, game number 1, I do believe the overlays are accurate and ready to go, and right now we do not have Arizona actually initiating any kind of aggression. It's just more, they're spread out, they're looking for these invades. We threw down a ward here from Serenus as well. None down here where we do have 3 team members just kind of camping the river, but you know, Maokai level 1, he does have himself the saplings, so if we do come into any kind of fight, he's not going to have any twisted advance, he's not going to have the arcane smash ready to go.
And we did see a gold card getting primed up, but I don't think they're going to use that. The thing is, they do notice where Chaos Lover is, so they probably are expecting this lane swap that University of Arizona is doing. Now, Serenus Gaming, they have to actually respond to this. Do they really want to send Rumble 2v1 against Vayne and Lulu? That'll be the question coming up soon.
Double saplings going down. Should be able to clear out these wolves in fairly short order. Kazak's going to be hanging out down here for the red. Going to be helping out Glorified pick that one up. And now, our ADC support is going to be bottom lane as they are going to be clearing out these golems. Now, at the same time, they're clearing out the golems for both teams, actually. And yeah, it will be a 2v1 scenario for both sides. Now, Rumble feels like to me he's going to be able to deal a little bit better in the 2v1 scenario, but I don't know. Are we going to get blue for Chaos? I don't think we are.
No, East Beaston definitely needs that blue buff. They even apply early pressure onto, well, Kazakh. So, unfortunately, we do have University of Arizona going to be responding like this, and I feel like the lane swaps really well, especially it gives Vayne that opportunity and time to actually farm up, and also gives them the opportunity and time not to take harass. While strategy plan, yeah, probably the better of the 2v1s. It's still going to be really hard in lane just because you have so much poke and so much damage output just from Zangatsu alone on that Lily with the Glitter Lance and Help Picks combo.
Alright, so Beaston's just going normal. We did start off red here for Glorified. He's going straight to his blue as well. We actually had Smiteless for Beaston as well, so he should be able to pick up his red in fairly short order. Now, both junglers are going to be top lane. Are we going to see any kind of crazy early dives? Are we going to see Amumu come to the defense, try to grab a kill? Not entirely too sure quite yet, but I have to say, if I got to put my money on anyone for early tower dives, it's Maokai.
Yeah, Malachi should be coming up with the top lane to actually get a 3v2, but unfortunately it's going to be 2v2. Strategy plan going right onto Vayne. Vayne going to have a little bit of trouble right now.
Yeah, we did get that Ignite on top of him. A nice cleanse is going to avoid a lot of the damage. Flash from the Glorified forces out the counter flash from Vayne. So a nice little chase sequence in the top. It is not going to be a kill. Still going to look for that first blood elsewhere.
But that did waste a lot of summoning spells for this bottom lane, and that's going to be really detrimental for University of Arizona, who actually needed that. Now it's going to be Serenus Gaming going to be pushing down on this bottom lane turret, and Elise really can't do anything about it.
Yeah, you can see her just kind of hanging out in the back. The tower damage is mounting, and if we can take out this tower real quick, we could definitely see Rumble come on down here to go up against Chaos. That would be leaving the ADC's top lane, and the tower is so close to dropping 80, 60, 20! And there we go, Multi-Scuff going to be able to drag it down. So now, are we going to see the lane swap one tower up, or are we just going to keep trying to push an advantage here?
Looking at the pings, they're going to try to get this blue buff all timed out and ready to go. I mean, blue buff probably presumably taken out at 7 minutes, so that's the usual thing that the team wants to do. And actually, no, they're going for this dragon really soon.
Yeah, I see that. It's like blue buff shouldn't actually be up for about another 3 minutes earliest, even on a slow clear there by Maokai. But a 4-minute, 30-second dragon. Easy peasy here for Serenus. They made that look real good.
Beaston could catch up RG. RG in a little bit of trouble. Didn't have to use the Shred Passive to get away. Now the L-Shoe is going to actually support onto it. Blue card primed up by Trenin. Trenin just going to back away from it. There is nothing you can do with a blue card onto that.
Maybe a little bit of a hasty lock-in right there. But did we even see any pings come out from Red about the dragon? I'm not even too sure they know about it because there's absolutely no coverage down there other than just them walking by.
And the first dragon being taken so early, we do see a 1.3k golden lead coming up for the team of Serenus Gaming. We'll see them, yeah, they're going to do the lane swap yet again. They're going to go switch the bottom lane up to top. Strategic Plan's taking a lot of damage and not to back away from this.
Yeah, he's just really trying to fight for that tower. He's done a really good job defending it. In terms of the creeps, he is edging out ahead against Elise. Just slightly, but Elise has been left to free farm now, so she's going to be able to catch up, no problem. One-on-one in the bot lane. Again, the big difference here is that the tower is down. That's going to be making it some prime ganking reality in that bottom lane.
It's really important, actually, for Serenus Gaming to actually pick up the dragon really early, just because, well, with the dragon, they actually have had the CS lead go down a little bit. Ooh, Zangatsu taking a lot of damage right over there on top.
Yeah, he's going to get poked down pretty hard. Now, of course, we also have had both sides in this top lane go back to town, but Misfortune with the boots and the Vamp Scepter and the Dorns, you can see a clear difference in the items in the top. So we're going to have to play a little bit more defensive in terms of Arizona, lest they give up too many kills. And you can see Amumu going in for this ward gank. Unfortunately, this lane gank, but there's a ward in the way. That's going to be defeating it pretty handily.
Yeah, they kind of learned from the last time. Unfortunately, getting caught out by that lane gank in the early run. And although Glorified didn't get a kill, just provided pressure and providing more pressure. I mean, you don't want to have that Vayne at that late game advantage. So that's really good to deny that down.
Now we're just going to take a quick look here at the vision. Maokai going to be coming in. We have now left the scene from Amumu, just kind of wasting his time there in the top. So both the junglers just kind of hovering around that top. Really want to look for this first blood, but so far, Misfortune and Vayne pretty much staying even on the creeps. And again, just with that item difference, if it comes to a team fight, my money's on Misfortune.
Yeah, Misfortune's going to have enough damage, especially with the early game advantage. Trenin was looking to go to the bottom lane and try to get a gank onto it. Don't know what he's going to be doing, but he's level 6. Destiny is going to be activated pretty soon.
Yeah, you got to always be aware of that here from the Twisted Fate, but oh my goodness, is he ever taking damage in this mid? And of course, there's a first blood top. Gank mid, figures. Zan gets whoever looking for that double. Elshu 55 gets off that exhaust and somehow walks right through the entire tower, and they grab themselves a cool 2 kills. As I said, my money would be on a Misfortune first blood. I got baited into watching mid.
Yeah, Twisted Fate was caught out of position, only fortunately had too much health. And we do see a bottom thing strategy plan going to be taken down really quickly through the spider link from Chaos.
He actually looked like he was having a better time 2v1, believe it or not. This Elise is actually pushing him around, is lower in the farm, but now with that kill, she's going to be higher in the gold. Does not matter, though. Second tower going to Serenus, and there... I didn't actually expect you to do that, Amumu. You were right about the blue. You were right. That's going to be it for Strat Cool as well. I saw the ward going down from red. I thought Amumu saw that. I was like, he's not going to go for that blue. And then, unfortunately, he went for the blue. And, yeah, just like that, the kill lead can easily turn around this early.
And especially, you knew that Twisted Fate still had Destiny up. I mean, you just ganked him, you burned out the flash and everything. Went back. It was probably going to happen, and unfortunately, Trenin didn't get the blue, but still, a really good kill secure for the team of University of Arizona.
Yeah, it looks like actually Chaos picked up the blue there, so she's going to be rocking that blue buff, still farming away very contentedly in that bottom lane. Where is Rumble? He is here now mid. They've said, all right, well, screw the solo. We're going to do it Korean style. Push down the towers. That's how you win. And 9 minutes in, already 2 towers to their name. But, again, Elise free farming that bot, and now Vayne, that's not Vayne, now Vayne up top, she's going to be catching up in terms of some of these some of this gold as well.
Now, that's going to be really good. I mean, obviously you need that at least to get some items. I mean, that's the thing about her right now. She has great damage potential, but it's all dedicated with items. And same with Vayne, all dedicated with items. It has to have that crit strike, or the speed, the crit strike, and all that goodness to start up. Although this might be a bad position for this Vayne right now. Yeah,
Abstract Cool coming in. Did not throw down an ultimate, but he will throw down that Ignite. We do have the final hour now popped here as well. Double flash coming out. The Ignite's forced into the cleanses. Abstract Cool, can you grab this kill? The minions are actually giving him vision. And he's going to actually roll right into some Void Spikes, and that is going to be a kill. Very intense positioning. You can also see Chaos trying to chug her way all the way up top, but of course, Abstract Cool is going to be heading back, so he'll be alright. That's going to prompt us into a fight here. Mid-bullet time coming out, and the Stranglethorn. That's going to be a quick double for the team of Serenus, and they're going to be happy about that, because not only did they take out the free farm in Vayne, they've disrupted the Spider because she's no longer in lane. They've got themselves 2 more kills mid, and the tower to boot. So this early game is definitely going the way of Serenus.
And that's all they really needed to do. I mean, they wanted to secure this early game. They got it with that Misfortune. Not so much with the Rumble, but it just kind of snowballed, and especially taking another early Dragon. Is this going to be the take for Serenus Gaming?
Oh, who's going to grab it? Blue team with the smite. Good guy Amumu, but he does drop to the Spider. Now we also got It's Beastin' in here. Elshu 55 not looking so healthy. She drops for the double. Strategic plan still pretty healthy in here, but here comes Vayne with that final hour looking for the kill. The Destiny giving off that vision, and you cannot outrun a Vayne if she knows exactly where you are. It's a really good combination of ultimates right there, punishing this team. Sure, 2 dragons down, and after that mid tower, maybe a little bit disoriented, but a really snappy comeback for a nice double.
Yeah, that was a great take. I knew kind of the time that Dragon was taken just because Maokai did see them after the first one, so they knew the generosity of, oh, well, they're going to go for this Dragon really soon. Plus, they did have a ward over by the Nook over by Blue Buff, so not really the smartest of ideas for Cernus Gaming. I know they wanted to take the Dragon early, but that might have caused a little bit of a comeback for University of Arizona right now.
Well, it's going to keep him at least relevant in the cash, that's for sure. 15k to the 19, so 4,000 difference at 12 minutes. We've seen worse. We've also seen better, but you know, these double kills, these quick pickups here from University of Arizona, yeah, as I said, pretty much the only thing keeping them in this. Now we do got the red going off. Oh, the smite not going to go here to Beast, and Glorified able to pick that one up. Are we going to get a repel over the line? No, we're not. We don't have that Destiny. Void Spike's going to go out. This actually could be the kill for Strategic, but no, does actually dodge out the CC back into the spider form. Still got to be wary of that repel. More Void Spikes going out, trying to hit down those spiderlings. Those spiderlings have a surprising amount of health, believe it or not, and it does look like more stuck on defense. Now at the same time, Vayne top lane still doing the free farmer, but this round it's Misfortune in the bottom lane just pushing it up. I think they're just looking to get that peel, and there it is. Chaos going to get caught in the jungle, forces out that flash, but she will live to see another day.
And this might be the tower going down. They're pushing this really hard. Azrak Cool took so much from the start. We'll see if Beast is actually going to try to do something.
Eventual Maelstrom going out, looking to reduce any kind of damage. Also good damage on top of these creeps, keeping them down. The Twisted Advance right under the tower. Nobody's actually hit the enemies. There goes the Stranglethorn, but no follow-up. But that still will be the tower. There's the Curse of the Sad Bullet Time coming out. That's going to be a kill to Misfortune. Tower down, double kill for Misfortune, and looking for the fourth on top of Beast, and it will be for that Flamethrower. But Strategic Plan going to get hit by that Vayne, will drop, but I think that might be the ace.
Yeah, knocked by him. This is going to go taken down rather quickly. Great job by Moo just falling in and flashing up. That was just a beautiful, beautiful Curse of the Sad Bullet Time on top of the Rumble ult. That's one thing that is literally just destroying them as well. Just awesome, awesome team play from Cernus Gaming. Although they didn't want to take the inhibitor turret, they're going to take the blue buff, and they're going to keep on denying. I mean, 14 minutes in, it's looking pretty good for Cernus Gaming.
Seeker's Arm Guard picked up here from Trenan. Now 30 armor, 25 ability power, does get into Azonia's later on. You know, seems to be the item of choice. And okay, my camera's still good. Seems to be the item of choice still for you know, those AP mids that have to go up against those bruisers. There's no way this dragon was just alive, was it?
No, okay. it's still been taken down.
I was gonna say, I'm fairly sure the respawn's not for another 30 seconds at earliest.
It was like 11 minutes it was taken down, so about 2 more minutes for sure. The thing about Seeker's Arm Guard, it's slowing down the pace of Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate usually, at this point, would have like a Lich Bane or a Death Cap or something sort to about 150 to 200 AP. Right now, only have 109. His burst combo and his burst damage is still pretty good, but it's pretty minimal to the sense of where a Twisted Fate usually is, and that's just having the 80 meta and then all the pressure coming in from all the towers going down within the first like 8 to 10 minutes. So there's a lot of backpedaling that's happening for University of Arizona. If they can slow down the pace like we've seen with at least over here at top lane, Vayne over here at mid, just giving the farm to those carries, that would be great. The only thing is, each and every time they slow down the pace, Cernus Gaming is trying to take a head advantage.
So many wards in this compacted zone. This big jungle is a thing of interest right now, because if you take a quick look at the vision, we don't actually have anything by the Baron or anything in the bottom river, just kind of one by the dragon. So we see a lot of emphasis, a lot of pink wards in this bush as well. Double ward going down. Gotta make sure you warded that bush. But you know, big pressure now coming up top. No way that the University of Arizona can get behind Cernus out of this, because of so many wards that are in the jungle. And if they do grab this and go through, you know, well, not this route through the jungle, but you know, an undetectable route, they could pick themselves up a quick Baron.
Oh, they could definitely pick up a quick Baron, but I feel like they can actually insta-give this whole team of University of Arizona. They need to get Vengeful Maelstrom down right now. If they can kill the Maokai before the Vengeful Maelstrom's up, or they can poke down the team to make sure they don't actually engage, I mean, Children's Gaming will have this tower easily.
Poke, poke, poke. A little bit of return there on top of Glorified, but he's a Moo. Doesn't really mind it too much. He has himself that Giant Spelt as well as the Emblem of Valor, Ruby Crystal, so we're looking for that Aegis pretty quick. But the wave clear, they're just really keeping the pressure up here. Every time those upgraded Void Spikes go right through and they hit someone, it's big damage. And there's the equalizer. There's the bullet time, and 4 quick kills later. Serenus making it look easy in this top lane. That's another 4 kills. Elise, however, oh, she's in the back. I was like, where did the spider go? But she picked up the misfortune. Is going to trade it out for the tower. And hey, when something is this good, why stop? Goes all the way up to the inhibitor tower. But now I'm curious, are they going to go objective hunting? Are they going to go to Baron? Dragon's up again as well. Kha'Zix is going to pick up the red. But man, oh man, is this AoE ever getting the better of Arizona?
Yeah, Serenus Gaming just doing a really good job just focusing on that backline. Unfortunately, Maokai was with that backline, and then just kind of, there's no mitigation. There was nothing that was going to happen. I mean, at least could have, like, maybe cocooned down the Moo, but that would have just stopped there for 1 second. So, really great team play from Serenus Gaming, like we've been saying before. And the AoE comp is really working out well for them.
So as I said, there was no vision on that Baron, and since everyone kind of disappeared off radar, Lulu made a beeline to the Baron, threw down that ward, made sure that nothing was going on. But, you know, there's no less than 3 pink wards in this top jungle quadrant, 2 vision wards, and then, of course, Arizona just warding their own jungle as well. Down goes the 3rd dragon of the game. Serenus's pockets are overflowing with the death gold from that beast. 3 dragons in 18 minutes. That's pretty close to a record.
I mean, they are doing a pretty good job keeping up the gold. 14-9 on the kill score. Although in 8k gold lead, it's still a really impressive lead. And we do see another tower take with the team of the University of Arizona kind of out of position.
Yeah, we got the pings there in the jungle saying Vayne's coming in. Of course, they don't see Elise anywhere. Elise going to get herself a Sunfire cape, so it's no longer the League of Warmogs. But I hear good things about that Sunfire cape, and she is going to be returning to battle with it. Now, if you take a quick look at the kills for Arizona, 6-1-2 on Elise and 3-4-0 on Vayne. Everyone else is just pure assists, so you can tell where the money is. And again, big engagements going off. The Stranglethorn, the equalizer. We had the bullet time going off. There it is. Chaos going to be dropping. Kha'Zix gets himself the double, jumps over, gets the triple, and jumps right on out of things. Did not decide to go aggressive for the Zangets, but hey, strategic plan. All they did was trade a Yordle for 3 kills. Here comes Abstract Cool. Those Void Spikes nearly ending the life of the little Yordle. And now it does look like one-on-one. Nocbjörn is going to grab the shutdown, but Zyra going to be there just a little bit too late to save Kha'Zix, but another tower under their belt.
So the difference on that fight was Maokai actually engaging in and trying to catch on the Misfortune. Misfortune was the thing they needed to kill. Couldn't get to it. I mean, unfortunately, Elise couldn't follow up as well, and we just see more and more of the take. I think the biggest thing out of that for Serenus Gaming, other than, well, they did sacrifice 2 people, Glorified didn't actually use the Crystal Stab Mummy. So they're going to have that for the next fight as well, really early. If they get into a really easy skirmish, it's going to be really detrimental and very deadly for University of Arizona.
So the surrender vote actually going out 3-2, gets defeated. Not entirely too sure if intentional or not, but yeah. We are at the 20-minute mark. So we've had 39 kills in 20 minutes, Mr. Bird. Definitely a bit more of a faster action-paced game. Now, strategic plan, he's going to be here in the jungle, but he is alone. If Chaos got, you know, a little bit of confidence in her, might have tried to initiate upon this because absolutely no one else there to help him out, but of course they do not know that. Rewarding out that Baron, and you know, 20 minutes in, let's take a quick look at some of the items out there. So Warmogs, I saw Warmogs on, yeah, on a Kha'Zix with double armor penetration. He's rocking himself a cool 15 and 40%. Our strategic plan has himself a Rylai's on top of things. We did pick up that Aegis there from Amumu. Multi-Scuff is just rocking way too much damage, and Zyra with that Shurilias. It is just everything in their pocket right now. Yeah,
the damage output is just immense on Serenus Gaming, and they're going to get another thing. They're gonna catch the Maokai. They're gonna catch Elise again. Only thing University of Arizona can do, they have to disengage and waste out some of this AoE. If they can waste out the String of Thorns, if they waste out the Crystal Stab Mummy, then maybe they'll be able to win. But unfortunately, it's not looking like they can do anything about it. Just so much AoE and so much potential with just so much damage paired up on top of that. It's looking like Serenus Game is taking this game really easily.
So that was a Destiny looking for those pesky guys doing the Baron, and very smart here from Serenus. They're like, all right, guys, they're watching us. We're just going to bait it out. Down goes Lulu, and now in the next team fight, here goes the Shurilias. They're going to be trying to force the issue. Can they actually catch out Vayne? They will see Maokai, but they are not going to be able to catch him. Vayne expertly dodges back north. And it does not look like any more kills are going to be had for this today. Now, they could easily turn it back around and go right back to the Baron, but it does look like they want to try to force the issue. There's no tower here mid, and there's a nice, tasty inhibitor.
Yep, it is also 4v5, about to be 5v5 yet again. Twisted Fate actually coming back in as well. We're going to see Multi-Scruff is going to be staying out alive, because that is going to be the one to try to take it off.
Here you can see Misfortune just chunking down the inhibitor. Looks like it's going to live for now. Here comes the creeps to take a little bit of the heat from the enemy creeps. Lulu now back in town. She's back on the front line as well. Glorified, however, found himself a Vayne. Wild Growth going out. Does not matter. The sad mummy saying good night, sir. It's Beastin taking some big damage. Elise here in the back as well. Looking for the kill on top of Multi-Scuff. Expert kiting and peeling. Another great bandage. Going to be forcing out that flash there from Tyrannin. And that is going to be not only the 2 kills, but an inhibitor. Possibly the game, as this is not, this pain train is not stopping.
Nope, it's going to keep it going, and they're going to take some more damage off of that. Strategic plan's going to be backing away, and they do take out another Nexus turret. If they just turn and probably went down the bottom inhibitor, they probably could have taken that away, but they're going to wait for the minions to reset that, and they're going to just go back, get some items, and then just rock it again.
Believe it or not, we finally have... we didn't kill anything at the blue. Believe it or not, the Creeps top lane grabbing the first tower to Arizona's name. Yep. First tower to Arizona. Default Creep spam.
21-11, yeah. That sounds like a good time to have your first tower. Just unfortunate. Serenus Gaming has been playing this pretty well. And University of Arizona, mind you, we're the ones that actually started up the 2v1. They wanted to do the lane swap early, and it kind of backfired on them.
Kind of did, yeah. It looks like, you know, the 2v1 from the Misfortune Zyra combo was just too much for them to handle. Now, you know, when we do get these 2v1 situations, you need someone that can actually farm kind of that early game. That's usually you'll give them a blue, but we didn't get a blue for Elise. We gave the blue to Maokai, so maybe next time, you know, we'll either get someone that can deal with it a little bit better, or they will give off that blue to that solo laner, because you kind of need it if you want to be just spamming out those spells, trying to keep the pressure on. Now you can see the next Destiny going off. Twisted Fate is kind of just forced to use it as is, as a scouting tool, because of the lack of wards in that area. And, you know, with that mid inhibitor down, the longer that it takes for a fight outside of town, it just means more damage to the base when they do come home.
Wow, those wild cards are going to be taken away from the Baron. Here goes East Beast, and going to be taken down, but everybody in that ult. Chris, that bullet time working it off so well. And Astra Cool is mad at that Twisted Fate, going to be taking that one out. And now Chaos Lever. Not going to get Tears in Love, going to get Quadra killed.
So as I say, the longer the fight is going to be out there, they just kind of went berserk and said, that was our Baron! That was ours! And we get a Quadra kill for a Kha'Zix. This is probably why the EU side, you know, banned out that champion every single game that we had back in the EU finals. But yeah, with that last ace, it does signify the end of the game. No BM style here. GG well played's coming out, and the surrender vote, and it looks like Serenus going to be up 1-0 in the best of 3 to determine third place here in the Alienware NA Winter Season 2012. Thanks for watching, esports fans. If you want to see more video game commentary, make sure to hit the subscribe button and check out these other commentaries.